start with this. Hi, my name is Michelle. This is Way Too Sun. And I don't even know if this will ever actually go into my YouTube channel. But I have to vent something. And I know I'm old school, but I don't think this is old school way of how things should be. So let me just start with, I firmly believe in children should be allowed to be children. But there's an equal and opposite to everything. The opposite to that is there's a time and a place to let your child be wild child, and a time and a place to teach them to act appropriately. So what started this? The past few days, I've been watching some videos of some Disney travel videos. And as you know, Disney is a very popular place to take very young children. And I'm fine with that. Like, I love that. If I could, I would take each of my grandchildren multiple times a year. But when you have a 2.5-year-old who literally can't sit for more than 10 seconds, and I'm not even saying 2 minutes, I'm saying 10 seconds, that's a problem. And when you are letting your child at any age run hallways in a hotel room screaming, I don't care if it's 8 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or 2 a.m. You don't know the schedule of those people in those rooms. I'm pretty sure they don't want to hear your child. And they don't want to hear you going, ha 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 ha, Joe, that's so cute. Because it's really not. It's really not. To that person trying to sleep, it's not cute. Also, 2.5, 3-year-olds should not have pacifiers in their mouths. It's not good for them. I don't get it. Like, how do these parents, and how do the doctors, I mean, surely at the doctor's visit, a child sitting there with a binky in its mouth, surely that doctor is like, are we going to work on getting rid of that? Because that's going to affect his speech. It affects his teeth. I can watch. It's hilarious. Because, and it happens, and maybe this is just like a rudimentary way for me to look at it, because a lot of the travel videos that I watch are people coming from the UK. But it seems like more people in the UK let the little ones suck on pacifiers longer, and you can tell when they do because they talk like this. Their tongue is all up in their teeth because they're used to holding that pacifier in their teeth to talk. When you're 22 and talking like this because you have the pacifier in your mouth when you're 2, I want to smack your parents. I'm not mad at you. You didn't know any better. It was their job. And when you're in a restaurant, your children should be able to sit down and eat dinner with you. If you can't go to a restaurant and sit down and have a dinner because your child can't sit there for 15 minutes and eat with you, you're not teaching them anything. Life isn't about them always running up and down a hallway and having fun. It's just not. And. Don't get me wrong, because we all know my grandchildren have watched tons of videos. I introduced Beckett to videos. But I also know it's not the only thing we do all day long. I put books in his hands. He colors already. We play with him. We engage him in tactile play. He's 1, and I'm already teaching him. His parents are already teaching him to sit and play for 5 minutes. Don't put a screen in front of them. Put a coloring book in front of them. Bring their Hot Wheels. Bring, you know, a little... Dollar Tree sells little puzzles that are this big. Bring those. Bring a placemat that they can color on. It's not hard to figure out. that a screen is not the only way to entertain your child. I have another idea. Play a game with them. We used to play games with our kids. I Spy, Tic-Tac-Toe, Guess What? You know? I get so furious with these lazy parenting. Because that's what it is. Well, I know, but he's having fun and I don't want to hurt his feelings. It's hurt his feelings? Is that what you're going to say to the judge when the judge is sentencing him to prison because he killed somebody? Because that somebody wouldn't let him have whatever it is he wanted because you just forked it over because you didn't want to hurt his little feelings? Here's a hurt feelings report. Fill it out. Come on. Be a parent. Parent your child. Teach them. Libraries are not necessarily the place to run and scream like a banshee. That's a playground outside. That's where you run and scream like a banshee. And even at that, your screaming better be minimal, because unless there's somebody attacking you, panicking and screaming doesn't get you anything. All I hear is a scream. I don't hear that there's something wrong with you. I hear that you're being a fool and screaming. So unless there's something wrong, don't scream. Yeah, I know. I'm a hard ass. I don't care. I had polite children. I had children I could take anywhere and know that they acted appropriately. Because I taught them from the time they were old enough to be places with me, which, by the way, was from birth. I didn't leave them at the babysitter because I had to go grocery shopping. I didn't call Grandma and say, Grandma, I'm cleaning house today. Can you keep the kids? No, they learned how to help me clean. I have children. I have grown adult children who know how to clean, do laundry, cook meals, work. They want something, they get a job. They work for it. How did I do that? I didn't put a screen in front of their face. I didn't let them suck on a pacifier until they were freaking 5 years old. And I sure as hell didn't hand them everything they wanted. Oh, you want that toy? Grandma needs her yard clean. Let's go help Grandma clean the yard. Do I expect Grandma to pay? No, but we would have paid. Now granted, I was blessed that I had a parent who wanted to pay her grandchildren for helping her work. You know, to her that was important for them to learn. She had a different view on it, and that was fine. My point was, you weren't just going to have the toy handed to you. If you wanted it, you were going to... Now, I'm not talking about Hot Wheels, guys. I'm talking about some of the stuff that they wanted was super expensive, especially, you know, for most of their lives, we were on very limited budgets. So, a $50 toy was expensive. If they wanted it, they had to earn it. That's all there was to it. I don't get this. I don't get this society that's like, oh, but he wants it. I don't flipping care. I want a freaking house down at Disney, and I want a freaking brand new Chevy Equinox, and I would absolutely be satisfied with lifetime passes to every Disney park on the planet. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it. I'm not working hard enough for it yet. I know that. I'm trying to fix myself so that I can work harder, so I can get it, because I'm tired of not having it. It's not hard. It's really not. It's called parenting. Generations have done it before us. How did we go from my generation, are we the Gen Xers or Gen Zers? I can't remember, that know how to work, to this generation that we raise, most of us are the problem for the ones that we have now, that are now raising kids. I want it, so I'm just going to go steal it. I'm just going to run into that Louis Vuitton store and steal all the bags I want because I want them. I shouldn't get in trouble for what I want. I should just get it. No, you shouldn't. Go get a freaking job. You want a Louis Vuitton? Go get a job and work for it. For centuries, we had working people, providing people, productive people. Now we have slugs. Greedy, entitled, brat slugs. You know why we used to drink out of the hose outside? Because if we weren't drinking out of it, we were probably going to get hit with it. We knew the rules. Do as you're told, or there's consequences. Can you tell how baffled I am? I'm just... I used to really love watching this couple. Now they have kids. And they're parenting, and I'm not saying that my parenting was perfect. I'm not. But at least try to raise a protective person, please. But I can't watch their videos now because their child is obnoxious at 2. I don't blame him. I'm not mad at him. He's a 2-year-old. I blame them. Why are you letting him act this way? Why? It makes me tired. Not even mine. And I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted just watching the video. Okay, I guess I'll be done because I could just go on and on and on about this, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'd like to beat a couple of these parents. Boy, do I use that term loosely. Babies raising babies who think they have it figured out and they don't know squat. Just... Bye. Hi, welcome to Way to Sun. My name is Michelle. You guys, first of all, excuse the echo, but as you can tell, I'm not in my usual spot. So what you guys may not realize is we are in my hubby's dojo, his home dojo. So that's all this craziness behind me, but he's getting ready to set up his, I don't know what he calls it, his table of stuff. I don't know. What? I said, I don't know what you call it. It's your table of stuff.
Okay, we'll call it that.
And I thought it would be kind of fun because we were asked a question.
Do you need this light? Tell me when it's too much.
No, don't do that. Put it right back where it was. Everything was fine, just the way it was.
Okay.
Anyway, what'd you break?
Nothing.
So anyway, just for a different setting and to kind of do, kill 2 birds, 1 stone while he's working.
Killing birds.
To tackle 2 tasks in 1 motion.
Okay.
I thought we would answer it in here. Watch your steps, baby. So I'm going to read the question. Oh, and please forgive the scrunchy looking hair because I'm actually getting ready to do another video. And what are you doing?
I'm thinking maybe I can... that ain't gonna work. I was just gonna cut this. And I need one of those brown blankets, but I need them on the bottom, but I need one for the top. I need something to cover the top with.
Anyway.
I mean, it doesn't have to have, but yes, I want it to.
So anyway, I'm going to do another video after this about some self-care that I am going to do tonight. But I wanted to do this while I knew where the question was, and hubby can kind of talk and work at the same time because just doing sit-down videos is not his favorite thing to do. So at Dawn-OL3GK, is that supposed to be like Oleg? Anyway, I'm sorry if I messed that up, Dawn. She asked, was wondering if you have a story time about how when you and Richard made the decision to do van life thing, and if you were still in school while doing van life. And then we also had a question, let's see if I can find it. What was the other one, honey? Oh, that's my, okay, no, the other one I'm going to do is a totally separate video on its own. So I didn't say nothing about nothing else. That's the only one we're going to talk about while I eat some supper. So for me, I'll talk about me first and kind of let him get in his groove back here. Van life was a way for us to adventure. We've always loved to travel. That's not like a new thing. And when you have children, it's really difficult to travel. Not like it's not impossible. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that because of our financial situation, it was more about being able to, raise our children. So it was kind of like hey, we don't have to buy their food anymore. We can go do stuff instead. So, and I honestly think it was like my midlife crisis. I needed a big change. And that seemed to be a way to create the big change. So that was, for me, that was kind of the decision on how, or one of the reasons for how, or why, baby. What's one of your reasons for why we did it?
Why we did it?
Mm-hmm.
Because, damn, why not? I mean, what's not cool about freaking getting in a van and just traveling around the U.S.?
Yep. So what was another reason that you did it?
That was my reason.
That was it?
Well, I mean, I can't say it, but yeah, that was the reason to do it. Because we could. Who doesn't want to live that life?
I don't want to live it permanently. I did learn that. I learned that.
Well, there you go.
I don't want to live it permanently. But I love to travel. I would still love for us to have an RV. And say, oh, this week of this month, we're going to go stay here. And go do it and experience stuff. But I have to have a home base. I have to be able to come home somewhere. And you can't really do that if you're just doing van life. And I know for a lot of people, just van life works out perfectly fine for them. I follow them a lot on YouTube and Instagram. But it wasn't going to work for us. Was I still in school? No. Why not? Because I flunked out. Honest truth. Spanish kicked my ass. And couple that with a low grade in statistics, ultimately I flunked out. I actually intended on going back. You know what they say about intentions, right? Intentions don't get shit done. And now with my anxiety, there's no way in Hades I could go back to, no. I would still like to finish it, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So what are our plans for future travel? We would love to, but our van is not travel worthy right now at all. Like, I want to go, there's a couple of Dollar Trees I want to go to that are like 2 hours away. There's no way. I won't even drive our van an hour away. I barely like driving it 20 minutes outside of town, and that's not even a joke. So that's not going to happen right now. You know, if we could adjust our finances a bit and improve things a bit, I most certainly would be traveling more. I know you would, right, baby?
Absolutely.
So what's 2 things you wish we had done while we were on the road that we didn't do? Ow!
Stay out longer.
No, I mean specific things you wanted to see or do.
Oh, just anything. I just wanted to be out there.
I know you wanted to see the Grand Canyon.
I would have liked to see the Grand Canyon, but I'd like to see all kinds of stuff.
Right? I wanted him to see the Grand Canyon. It's stunning. I'm sorry, I'm trying to eat my broccoli before it goes cold, because if you don't eat broccoli before it gets cold, it goes gross. I also would have liked for him to seen, what's that forest? The Redwood Forest. I didn't get to see, like, the one where they're still standing. I did get to see the one where they're, like, laying down like they had fallen down, so. My battery's gonna die. I think this is a good place to end it. Thank you for the question. It was awesome. I will see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Big hugs. Much love. Hold on. I gotta empty my hand. Bye.